What's up, little Honda bros? The Civic's getting new motor mounts in, about to get taken out here and driven quite a bit over the next couple of weeks before it gets given away. But go to obsessedgarage.com, sign up, buy some crap, and hopefully someone cool wins this thing that actually wants it, or at least is willing to part it out and sell it and get a bunch of money back. So anyway, go buy some stuff at the store. These new little Honda bro shirts. Got these in there. Bryce made up some JDM Hot Boy stuff for you, so they're pretty sick. Anyway, today's video is sponsored by me, as usual. I think they may have sent this to me. I don't think I bought this one, but I'm going to buy like hundreds of them because I think we're going to start stocking these chairs. But Vyper Chair, they've done a crazy excellent job of advertising crazy. I know I've gotten Facebook ads and seen it show up in, on like the little Google ad banners and stuff show up on sites. But anyway, they're all over the place now. And these are an industrial grade, extremely expensive version of a rolling stool, 4-inch casters. I actually bought the robust aluminum version, which I didn't realize has a 26-inch diameter footstool, which is a little tough when you're, for detailing. And so this is a 23-inch diameter. This is the steel version, and I'm pretty sure this is an Obsessed Garage logo. This is our prototype for what we may be stocking and selling here with a little OG hex on it. So let's take a look at the. This is I'm assuming this is the pad, since this is the lighter box, but this is how it comes, 2 boxes. I kind of like that idea where they just have like a little spray paint template. Careful not to cut my stool. And so we're gonna put this thing together. Oh, this is the new, I see. This is the new tool tray that they've come out with. Dang it. Get in there. Get in there. Shoot. Always makes for an entertaining afternoon watching me fumble with stuff. Could just edit it out, but what would be fun in that? So this is the tool tray that goes in the bottom. Gosh, I hate these things. Okay, so we'll set that aside. So the entire stool, so I guess if you don't order a tool tray, then you don't get the extra box, you get a single box. These things are gonna drive me nuts. So somebody DM'd me before they started to become pretty prevalent, like with ads and stuff, but somebody DM'd me on Instagram and said, dude, this might be your chair. I'm like, sweet. So I bought one. That's why you've seen it in a couple of wash and talks. But I didn't love it because it was too big. And so this might be the answer. Ooh, yeah. Here we go. Let's try not to cut a hole in our fancy embroidered leather stool. So I don't want some in your face OG logoed thing. Oh man, check that out. That's sick. Blue stitching. Nice. Dude, we need these embroidery guys. Look at that. It's freaking sick. I like it. They even got the color right. It's good stuff. All right, so here's our hardware set. Nice little, yeah, so I got, this is the Robust Steel Max. Vyper Chair sticker. Directions, and then nice little letter. Hope you love the custom Obsessed Garage chair. We're looking forward to getting some more in yours and your customers' hands. Thanks, Dwayne and Vyper team. Sweet. Okay. Now here's our. So I think the steel version. The difference between steel and aluminum is I believe that this part I have on my other chair is aluminum. But this is a 23-inch diameter instead of a 26. Braces. And then we'll be able to order these in any color you want, but I wanted to do them in black, I think. It's been a while since I ordered this, so I don't even remember which I did. There's nothing quite like unboxing crap. It's my favorite thing to do. It's also my favorite when people take out of context and say unboxing crap, meaning I'm unboxing junk. It's because Michelle took away all my words, all my good bad words. Just pretty sick powder coating. Let's set that here. All right. Okay, no, seriously though, I made a decision when I was like 23 or 24 or something like that, and I said, you know what? I used to say the F word every other word, which wouldn't have done very well for YouTube. And I just made a decision that I'm just not going to do that anymore. So that's why I have to make up all kinds of other words. All right, so here's our casters, and you get the casters in red and blue and different colors, but I wanted them black. I wanted to stay subtle. You know, we toyed with the idea of doing, blue the blue uprights or whatever you call those things. Instead, I wanted to do it black. And so, as I normally do, I'm not an expert in putting this together. I'm not an expert in these chairs. I'm just sharing with you the process. This is the second time I'm putting one of these together, so hopefully it'll be a little bit more intelligent, but I'd rather share with you the real, because this is what you're going to experience when you get one. So I'd rather not pretend like everything's polished and edit the video down so that it's an advertisement. I'd rather show you what the deal is, show you what's real. It's just always been my style, so take that for what it's worth. Some people like it, some people don't. I don't really care. It's pretty legit. Here's our hardware you're gonna need. And then, not sure what that's for. That's a new piece. I don't think mine had that. Let's read the directions. I guess it's so that you can lock it in place. It must be a new addition. Now, I didn't do the back. I just don't really see a need. Like I don't be using this stool in that fashion. I'm always leaning forward anytime I'm on a stool. And so in order to keep the bulk down, I decided to do it without a back. We can get a back. And I think the back, since there's the OG logo on that piece, I would think it'd be smarter. It'd be smarter to do just a black backing to match. Okay, so let's see if I remember how to put this together. Yeah, we put together all the center section. This faces upright, like so. That's interesting. And so first thing we'll do is we'll put in these bolts. I'm obviously gonna have to get some tools out, but what I found when I put it together the first time, I didn't tighten everything down. I put everything in by hand and tighten it down at the end. Yeah, so those go there. So what is that, a 4mm? I got all these fancy Milwaukee power tools, but probably best for just use a T-handle on this spot here. Okay. Now we take these pieces and they go down, I believe. Let's set this aside. So there's 3 holes, and I think there's 3 holes on this because, like my aluminum version of the stool used all 3. So I think, okay, so it'll go like that. Let me piece together. So set it here. I found it to be pretty self-explanatory which bolts go in where. So I think the short ones go in here. Let's just be sure. Yeah, these are the short ones. Like I got all these fancy carts and stuff. I'm using the old Lifetime Walmart table. Don't underestimate a white Lifetime Walmart table. Goes like that. That goes in here. Oops. You're yelling at your screen. It's upside down. So, I haven't been much of a, there's a lot of these things that I want to chase. You know, like these little accessory things, like a stool. That you know, I'm chasing so many things that, you know, I've never chased like a really awesome stool, or I've never chased an awesome vacuum cleaner, or just that I feel like from now until the rest of my life, I'm going to be finding, and you guys are going to be sharing with me cool stuff. And so I'll just take it one day at a time and find whatever I'm interested at that point in time. Like right now, I'm kind of messing with fans, Panasonic Whisper Quiet fans. I'm messing with that at my house. So I'm learning what modules I need to do and how do I set it up in the house in order to bring in fresh air or remove stale air, and then through a dehumidification system bring in fresh air. And I've been kind of playing with that. And then, you know, for a little while I was searching for a stool, and somebody shared with me this stool. Like I didn't discover this. Somebody shared it with me before they started to really become popular. And I think that there's going to be an infinite amount of things, you know, chasing jack point jack stands and doing you know, different lighting schemes in the garage and all kinds of stuff. So I get stressed out about that, but just need to take it one day at a time and enjoy the process. Two more of these. See, it seems logical to me that you would put this all in loosely and then come and tighten it up after you have them all together. It probably says that in the instructions, but I don't read those. Okay, so there's our initial setup. And actually, I think I need to loosen them because it's not sitting square. See, loosen it up a bit. There we go. Now we can kind of center up. Then put these slightly longer bolts in like that. You can put them in however you want, but I think logically you'd put them all facing the same way in a circle. You know me, I'm going to want to modify these. I'm going to be wanting black bolts or black hardware instead of zinc hardware. I think the problem is all that black oxide stuff always ends up rusting. I like that, you know, lifetime squeak. So the goal here at OG, we're starting to spill out of our seams here, is we're going to be getting the building next door, the yarn building, and instead of moving up to my other building, so I don't know what I'm going to do with that other building, whether I'm going to find a tenant for it or sell it or use it for bottling or something. It got broken into last week. We stole all the lights off the ceiling, which it kind of helped me out because we were going to change those lights anyway, but I've come a long way in this world because that would have sent me off the deep end before. Now I'm just like, all right, whatever. I didn't even go up there. I'm like, hey, Chris, I sent my dad and Chris up there. Can you go figure out what's going on up there? Because I don't really care. Okay, so those are all in. We'll leave that loose until we put our round thingy on. So let's do a round thingy. Yeah. Has little protectors for shipping. Throw that there. This here. See, which way did I do that? So let's do it this way. So we match. Go left to right. Nut goes on the right. So the bolt head goes on the left. The nut goes on the right. So anyway, I was saying when we move into the yarn building, we're going to have like a dedicated overhead cam and, you know, better everything, just chasing a little bit of improvements at a time. And people underestimate the, because I don't like to do things halfway. We're going to have like an unboxing area where we do stuff like this. We'd have, you know, better looking footage and better angles and stuff like that. Like I said, one step at a time. Okay, those are kind of loosely set up. It's still big. I still think it needs to be smaller. Like, I think it needs to be like, oh shoot, I forgot about the tool tray. Okay, that must go on under. So the other thing, it happens to be it's not a hex. It's a star. So the other thing is they were talking about you can eliminate this and just do this tray if you wanted to, which would make it feel a little bit smaller. This isn't in the instructions yet because this is a brand new piece, brand new option. But the tool tray goes here. Like that, and lines up where the wheel holes are. It seems pretty self-explanatory to me. Okay, and then the wheels come like so. So let's flip it over here. We'll put our tool tray on. I think I like this tool tray. I haven't decided yet. So our wheel sits like so. This way. Let's look at the instructions again. Yep. I'm no dummy. Just have a natural, intuitive, mechanical mind. Wouldn't you all agree? Oh boy. What do you need all those tools for? Oh boy. What size is that? Let's see how smart my tool. Oh, now I gotta balance it. It's gonna just have to sit like that. That's a 19. Oh. Boom. Mechanical wizard. Get fancy tools like I have, and you can call yourself a wizard. We'll just loosely fit everything on there so we can get everything lined up. There's going to be some adjustable play in this here, this whole thing. So these casters are super legit. These things will roll over anything. Like the cracks in my wash bay that I'd have to like almost lift the Griots or the Sonic or the Adams seat over. This thing just rolls over like it's nothing. Okay, let's see what this looks like. Gosh, that's heavy. It's robust for sure. The name is pretty applicable. I think we're safe now to start lining everything up and tightening it down. So I think I'm gonna tighten this first. Could go grab some of my fancy Milwaukee stuff. In fact, I'm gonna do that. Let's do 13. This is the new high-speed T8. It comes out shortly. Oh boy, it's a little bigger than my Walmart table. I'd say that's a good move to use this. Makes quick work. I think that's probably plenty tight. I mean, it's applying like probably 30 foot-pounds or so. It's pretty tight. Yeah, I mean, that's tight enough. Okay, so that's all good. So now, the only major adjustment here is to make sure the tool tray is lined up. So you know what might be easier? To do the wheels after I have the pad on it so it sits a little bit flatter. So let's tighten these up. Okay. And now this locking clip wasn't on my aluminum one, so that's I guess a way to lock on so it doesn't, this thing doesn't spin. All right, let's put this on our, we almost had, we had Chris Reeve, not Chris Reeves, Chris Reeve knife. We had him, but he said there was like a 2-year waiting list to get their knives, so we were gonna do an Obsessed Garage variant. But not gonna happen. So there's inserts here to capture our threads. And these, what are these, little 10 mils? You know, instead of like most stools would have like a, you know, they would just have like a self-tapping screw. Instead, these guys put some threading, thread inserts there. I'm gonna put these in by hand, I think. I think they're fine to put with you do have a lot of control with this tool. Okay, and then we take this. Just run it all the way through. We could probably add a little bit of lubrication to it as well. And then I can sit it like this. Get everything nice and centered up, lined up nicely.
Special delivery.
Ooh. Jeez, just keeps on coming. That's the Tesla stuff. So we're gonna have to do this manually, I think. And I don't think that fits past the wheel. It's only like 19 turns. No biggie. It's certainly easier to pull toward you than it is to push away. This seems to be working okay. 9 more to go. I FedEx to get here with my motor mount. Paid for overnight shipping from Illinois. Not Japan, but okay. So, put the chair back up to normal. So the cool thing I've learned is the speed of how this thing moves is nice. You just spin it and raise and lower your height depending on where you want it. And then this new little thing, let's see how this works. Aha, and then that keeps it from spinning. That's a neat little touch. Sweet, see that? Now it's fixed. All right, let me put the tools away and let's roll it around here and show you how it works. All right, let's see. So let's say I was cleaning the wheels, I'm too high here. It is nicer having the 2-inch less diameter. I mean, you need a footstool, right? I like the idea of having the footstool, a place to put my feet. I love the idea of having the tool tray. That way I can throw stuff underneath, like my Mosmatic gun or something like that. I would probably leave this undone most of the time. That way I can just gotta add a little grease, lower it down. Yeah, the only thing, that tool tray, my Achilles hits it. Ooh, oh man. That's pretty sharp. So the tool tray is an option. I don't know if I would do it with or without the tool tray. Put it down even further. And so yeah, this is a much better height. I just don't know that I love the tool tray hitting me right in my Achilles there. I don't think it wouldn't be a problem. See, I'm sitting a little lower, and so as I come forward, you know, the stool comes in toward that. But what you want is you want this bar to hit your legs, not the tool tray. But look at how this thing rolls on even on Swiss tracks. Do some demos. It's pretty darn rollable, if you will. It's a scientific term I just made up. The coefficient of roll is good. But yeah, and then the other advantage is you can come up much higher. So if you wanted to use it at a desk or something, you can bring the sucker up to a real comfortable. I mean, this is really what it's designed to be, like this. So you're sitting, you know, yay high, nice and comfortable. So if I was on the lift, was working on, you know, if the car was a little bit lower, you know, this becomes a much more multifunctional stool than like this little guy here, where you're stuck. This one's too low, you know, where you're stuck at this height. So if you're working anything overhead, forget it. So I think it's awesome. We're gonna carry it. So I gotta call and order a bunch of them. I'll just put a little bit of green like, or a little lithium grease on that, and that'll get rid of the squeak. I like how they send it not all greased up, because then it's, you know, you may not want grease all over the place. So there it is, Vyper Chair OG edition. And then what we'll do is we'll offer it with a back too as well. But I thought you guys might find that interesting. People have been asking me a lot about this. What is this one? This is like $4 or something, $500 or something like that. But this is a lifetime purchase. I mean, maybe in 7 or 8 years you get a new top for it, or put some new cushions in and have it refinished. But I would say you'd probably end up keeping this for the rest of your life. So stitching is pretty incredible, that section there, and then I like the little blue stitching touch. Anyway, thanks for watching. Having an OG store here soon. This is OG spec for sure. See you soon.